Thou whose spell can raise the dead, by Lord Byron, 1788 to 1824. Thou whose spell can raise the dead, bid the prophet's form appear. Samuel, raise thy buried head. King, behold the phantom seer. Earth yawned. He stood the centre of a cloud. Light changed its hue, retiring from his shroud. Death stood all glassy in the fixed eye. His hand was withered, and his veins were dry. His foot in bony whiteness glittered there, shrunken and sinewless and ghastly bare. From lips that moved not and unbreathing frame, like cavern'd winds the hollow accents came. Saul saw, and fell to earth as falls the oak, at once and blasted by the thunder stroke. Who is my sleep disquieted? Who is he that calls the dead? Is it thou, O King? Behold, bloodless are these limbs and cold. Such are mine, and such shall be thine tomorrow, when with me, ere the coming day is done. Such shalt thou be, such thy son. Fare thee well. But for a day, then we mix our mouldering clay. Thou, thy race lie pale and low, pierced by shafts of many a bow. And the falchion by thy side to thy heart and thy hand shall guide. Crownless, breathless, headless fall, son and sire, the house of Saul. Okay, this is a poem by Lord Byron. Lord Byron was one of the great romantic poets, and this poem is about Saul. This is before the Battle of Gilboa, which is a battle between King Saul, the king of the Israelites, and the Philistines. And it's said, or the Bible says, that Saul went to the witch of Endor. This is where the witch of Endor comes from. And he asked her for a prophecy about the coming battle. And firstly, the witch says to him, "But you know, King Saul, that you said that you made a law that said that anybody who tells the future, who tells prophecies, will be put to death." And Saul says, "It's okay. Tell me." And then the witch says that Saul is going to die, and that three of his sons are going to be killed, and he's going to lose the battle, and he's going to kill himself with his own sword. And this is the story of this poem. This poem is a narrative about that. So thou whose spell can raise the dead. This is Saul, King Saul, talking to the witch of Endor and asking her for a prophecy, and he's asking her to bring forth Samuel. Samuel is the great prophet, and no, then he gets the truth. So, thou whose spell can raise the dead, bid the prophet's form appear. So, witch of Endor, you can raise the dead. Bring forth Saul. Bring Samuel to me. Get Samuel to give me the prophecy. Samuel, raise thy head. So lift your head, Samuel. King, behold the phantom seer. So here is the witch. Here she's going to bring back Samuel. Earth yawned, the earth opened, and he stood the center of a cloud. So he's standing in the center of a cloud. I don't know, a cloud of dust, a cloud of something. Light changed its hue. So the lighting changed its color, retiring from his shroud, and he came out of his of the cloth that he was wrapped in at death. So it's like his body has come out of the tomb. The body of Samuel has come out of the tomb. Death stood all glassy in the fixed eye, and his eyes were glassy as in death. His hand was withered, his hand was shrunken, and his veins were dry. There was no blood flowing in his veins. His foot in bony whiteness glittered there, so you could see the shiny white bones of his feet. Shrunken and sinewless and ghastly bare. So his foot was shrunken, and there was no meat on it, there was no muscle, there was no sinew. It was just completely bare. So this is the ghost of Samuel. From lips that moved not and unbreathing frame, like cavern'd winds the hollow accents came. So the accents are speaking, the prophecy. So from his lips which did not move, from his body which did not breathe, like winds inside a cave. Now normally if there are any winds inside a cave, they're very slow and very gentle. The hollow accents came. So this is a simile saying the prophecy, the words came like the wind in a cave. Saul saw and fell to earth. So Saul saw all this and he fell to the ground, as falls the oak at once, and blasted by the thunder stroke. And he fell to the ground in the same way that an oak tree, when it's hit by lightning, it falls over. It's hit by the stroke of thunder. And then Samuel starts to speak. Why is my sleep disquieted? Who woke me up from my sleep of death? Who is he that calls the dead? Who is waking the dead? Is it thou, O king? Is it you, Saul? Is it you? Behold, look. Bloodless are these limbs and cold. My limbs, my arms are without blood. I'm cold, I'm dead. Such are mine, and such shall be thine tomorrow. So, this is the way I am. I'm dead, and you will be the same tomorrow after the battle. When with me, you will come with me tomorrow. You will join me and the dead tomorrow. Ere the coming day is done, such shalt thou be, such thy son. So, after the battle tomorrow, you will be dead as well, and your son will be dead also. I think in the battle he had 3 sons. 3 of his sons were killed, and this is the end of the house of Saul. Fare thee well, but for a day, then we mix our mouldering clay. So goodbye, I'm going, but I'll see you tomorrow. And then tomorrow the clay, our dead bodies, will mix, and we will go back to the earth where we came from. One little comment about this, such thy son. Okay, Saul had 3 sons killed in the battle, but actually another son of his did inherit the throne from him and continued to reign for about 2 years until David took over as the king of the Israelites. Thou thy race lie pale and low, pierced by shafts of many a bow. So you are going to die. Yes, and all of your army is going to die, and they're going to be killed by the arrows, the shafts from bows. And the falchion is a sword, is a sword, a short sword, and the falchion by thy side. So the sword that you're carrying, to thy heart thy hand shall guide. So you're going to fall on your sword, you're going to kill yourself tomorrow. You're going to kill yourself after losing the battle. Crownless, without your crown, breathless, dead, headless. I think the Philistines then cut off his head. Fall. Son and sire, the house of Saul. So the house of Saul, the house of your sons, the house of your family is finished. You are finished. You will no longer be king, and it's over. So this is a dramatic telling of the story of the raising of Samuel by Saul. So those who spell can raise the dead.